Welcome back to the KD Jadhav Indoor Hall in New Delhi, where we know now there are going to be 2 Indians in the men's singles semi-finals tomorrow. And by the way, we're going to bring you each one of those 8 semis. That's Kasia, and I can tell you also that Kadawi's gone through as well. Now then, men's doubles is next for us. ASTRUP and RASMUSSEN, the top seeds, against ISRIYANET and NAMDASH, who aren't seeded, Steen, but they are live and dangerous, and they're pretty entertaining to watch as well.
Yeah, we had the pleasure of watching them play last year in Thailand Masters, and they won that tournament. And they're definitely a capable pairing.
Players on their way out, as you can see, the officials already there. You're probably better placed than most, Steve, to tell us what kind of form RASMUSSEN and ASTRUP are in.
Yeah. I think they're in reasonably good shape. Playing, I'm actually not sure whether they play Singapore Open, but at least 2 of the 3 on this Asian swing of the World Tour here.
Black, red.
Just the second meeting. The first one went to 3 games.
Okay. Yeah, Kim, come.
Let's give you some more information then about some of these players. There's Kim Astrup, who's 27 now. Have been as high as 5. That was as recently as last November. Left-hander, of course. And their big win last year was at the China Open, which was a Super 1000 event. Together as a pair for around about 6 years or so. In fact, the first tournament they ever won together was Portuguese International back in 2013, as we look at Anders Rasmussen, who's 3 years older than his partner. Actually lost in the final here last year, these two, to Gideon and Sukamuljo of Indonesia, but they have won 8 titles as a pair. And they will start as favourites and, as I mentioned, #1 seeds as well. So far, plain sailing, just 55 minutes for their 2 matches today.
Yeah, and especially impressive the win against Go and Isurin yesterday. That was a big victory.
There's Tin ISRIYANET, 25 now. As you mentioned, we saw this pair win the Thai Masters last year. They were also
Ready to play?
runners-up in the Swiss Open. Both of those Super 300 events. And his partner, Kitisak Namdash, a couple of years younger. That Thai Masters victory we were talking about was actually his first ever international title, so it's a big moment for him. You can see they've been ranked as high as 20. It was only last August. And also serene progress to this stage. Chair umpire from India, and as is the service judge, Ballerina Sayam. We're just about ready for the umpire introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kitisak, NAMDASH and Tin, ISRIYANET, Thailand. And on my left, Kim ASTRUP and Anders Karup RASMUSSEN, Denmark. Kim ASTRUP to serve to Kitisak, NAMDASH. Love all. Play.
Oi, oi, fantastic. What a fantastic rally to start with.
Not bad for openers, was it? Trick shots and everything.
4 incredible saves by the Danes, but the point for ISRIYANET and NAMDASH.
Third one called to high. Service over.
Well,
One.
first time today on this court. There is this experimental law, 1.15 meters. You can't serve from above that height.
Yeah, and actually it's not experimental anymore. It's actually been decided, and that's the law from now on.
Well, that's the first one we've had today, the first infringement, and this is the 5th match on court. So maybe that tells you that they are getting used to it,
Yeah.
and it's probably a good implementation.
And I like that Kim ASTRUP takes a look on the back line there. Might as well do it in the beginning of the match, otherwise you end up playing on too big court. With the drift alongside the court from the far side of the court towards the near side here.
Service over. 2, 3.
And it should give us some of the best rallies here in the beginning, because the Danes they have a reasonably good defense, and I think they have a plan of playing it a little bit here in the first game, since they start playing up against the drift. But we also know that ISRIYANET and NAMDASH, they can attack and they can be fast and furious. So I think we're in for some good rallies, and then let's see which pair have to adjust a little bit.
Service over. 4, 3.
Danes are much the more experienced pair. Somewhat surprising, actually. It's only the second meeting between them. Read the serve, good return.
Service over. 4, all.
Yeah, I think actually both ASTRUP and ISRIYANET have adapted this Sukamulio serve, trying to get it to spin a little bit when crossing the net.
More tricks from ASTRUP, but again to no avail.
5, 4.
I think that's going to be dangerous for the Danes to try and get the correct length on all the lifts here. That's going to be really difficult. I think they have to play some flat defense, and then they can lift again.
A little careless, the service error.
Good control by ISRIYANET there, keeping it inside the line.
6,
It
5.
wasn't ISRIYANET, it was NAMDASH.
Service over. 6, all.
Once again, excellent anticipation. So much of men's doubles, it's almost as much in the head as it is on the court. Trying to second guess where your opponent's going.
Yeah. Especially around the service situation. The Danish coach Jakob Høj make a lot of use of video and sort of have schemes of where the most likely returns are coming. Ooh.
8, 6.
I think Thai players played a shot that was wide, but played it perfectly just in the middle between the two Danes.
Service over. 7, 8. Service ball call to height. Service over.
Well, that's twice
9,
now.
7.
First, what, 10 minutes, or less than that, 6 minutes of this quarter-final.
The second rally. Oh, the first one. It was an unusually long rally for men's doubles, that one.
Just going to say, when Rasmussen hits them, they normally stay hit. Nearly 50 shots that rally.
Play. Nine all. Service over. 10, 9.
Yeah. Somehow that serve spun
11,
just as
9,
it passed the net.
8.
Almost impossible to return for Rasmussen.
Wipe the ball,
So a handy little lead for the Thais. Couple of points at the game interval.
มีมุมซ้ำมันรับแรงอย่างเดียวพอมีจังหวะซ้ำปั๊บซ้ำไขว้ตัวเล็กมันจะวิ่งเข้ามาโอกาสเสียสูงมากนะแล้วเวลาตัวเล็กรับมุมคอร์ดหนึ่งพอรับปั๊บมันจะวิ่งไปปิดโฟสองฝั่งจุดที่มึงต้องตีคือตีตรงกลางเราจำก่อนถ้าตัวเล็กรับคอร์ดหนึ่ง
Good 1, 20 seconds. Good 1, 20 seconds.
นะแต่ละลูกทำให้ดีโอเคไหมเวลาตัวเล็กรับมันจะตีข้างอย่างเดียวชิดๆไว้
11, 9. Play.
So Danes playing catch up.
Service over. 10, 11.
A little bit of good fortune never hurts either.
Written applied by Rasmussen.
11 all.
The line to get to that one at the net on the Thailand side. Fantastic rally. Oi, what was that?
Well, pity it ended with an error because fabulous play from both pairs.
12, 11.
Like he doubted whether it should be a clear or a smash.
Late. Service over. 12 all. Thirteen, 12.
Incredibly awkward right out the body of Rasmussen.
Stavgaard, the Danish coach. That's well played. Really, really good lift, the first one by Rasmussen. It's so important for the Danes that they have the correct length on the first lift. They can do that on this near side of the court. Then they have a good position. If they're forced to lift and becomes a little inaccurate or a little bit short, then they're in trouble in the rallies. So basically the idea for NAMDASH and ISRIYANET is to get them out of balance, to force a weak reply on the lift from the Danes. That should be the strategy of the Thailand pair.
15, 13.
So quick to react. I think ISRIYANET would love to play that point again. Redeemed himself with that though.
Service over.
Yeah, and look at the feet of ISRIYANET. If we get it in replay here, they're not even close to the first line. Yeah, they're close, but they're not on the first line, and that means the lift is too short.
All.
That's a great third shot from Kitisak NAMDASH, putting pressure on the Danes. long.
Opportunity missed.
Service over. 16 all.
He was there covering it, Namde, but too much quality in the shot from ASTRUP.
That's a good leave.
17, 16.
So who can hold their nerve as we get to the business end of this first game?
Two lucky points for the Danes, one long and one in the middle of the net, where Namde and ISRIYANET were actually ahead in the rallies.
Well done. Once again, at one point they looked big underdogs for that point, but again they came out on top in the rally.
Yeah. Excellent actions from RASMUSSEN here, and they have a good defense, and when they play wisely and mix it up with flat returns and blocked shots to the net, it becomes really unpredictable, and they've done so in the last couple of rallies. That block there by ASTRUP and then moving forward makes all the difference. If no one is coming forward, there's no pressure on ISRIYANET, and he can easily make that shot.
4 game points for the top seeds. Well, they have challenged it. I'm not sure how much of that is a genuine belief that the wrong line call was made, and how much is just a bit of hope.
It's 1%, I think.
I mean, what do you got to lose, really, I suppose?
I think he knew that on RASMUSSEN. He was just sort of, let's get our head together before we continue.
Service over. 17, 20. Play.
Still 3 game points, though, for the Danes.
Yeah, look at that serve. It looked high, but ASTRUP missed it anyway, and that's because of the spin in it.
That'll do, though. 21 points to 18. Top seeds take the opening game.
21, 18.
Godt komme tilbage der. Det er ikke særlig kønt i starten, men vi får slet ikke spillet udenom og foran. Vi får spillet altså igennem. Men den, altså, vi begynder at lave nogle fejl på den, men det er foran, der er pointene.
Fordi at de gør sådan her, så slår vi hårdt, så står vi sådan her. Ja. Og så får de nogensinde, vi spiller blødt eller hårdt, så har de os allerede. Vi bliver nødt til at følge op på dem, hvis vi gør noget ved det. Og
hvis vi laver en retur ud af siderne, så skal man enten... Så skal vi have
er jo tosset, når vi ved, at de gør sådan her. Ja. Og så skal vi være klar til det, men vi står og reagerer på vej baglæns. Vi skal bare stå der og sige ja tak.
Det er altså også okay, at vi en gang imellem, når vi har det her, bare flækker den ned over det. Ja. Og så stiller os lidt frem. Vi må også gerne straffe dem lidt.
Men det skal ikke være, fordi vi står her, vi gør det. Nej. Vi skal være her, vi skal klar.
Og når løftene er gode, så er der plads foran, om det er kryds eller lige eller midt.
Ja. Og selvom at de begynder at rykke på mig, når jeg ligger de der, det er svært for, at man kan nå bare afgøre.
De trykker ud eller ind i mig.
Hvordan har vi været det?
Ja?
Men det har ikke været så meget.
Jeg tror, vi har lidt.
Good. 1. 20 seconds. Good. 1. 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
Starting as they mean to go on.
1 love.
Certainly been anything but straightforward, just because ISRIYANET and NAMDASH aren't seeded. Got a decent enough pedigree.
Go love.
Wow. Two really good serves from Kim ASTRUP. Almost impossible to return with quality, and he doesn't want to change that shuttle. Sometimes you find a shuttle that spins a little bit better than the others. Great control.
Well, it's a challenge, almost a team challenge, that they both had their arms in the air, almost like a scene from the Full Monty, but Hawkeye's going to give a judgment on it. Pulled in, and a good challenge.
Correction. Out. Service over. 1, 3. Play. Service over. 4-1.
Classy point this from the Danes.
Yeah, just what they discussed. There's a lot of room in front of ISRIYANET and NAMDASH for soft blocks.
Service over. 2-4.
Full-blooded from Kim ASTRUP.
5.
Is it an advantage, do you think, Steen, to have left-hand, right-hand combination, or not?
Yeah, I think from an overall perspective, I think it is, because it is more difficult for two right-handers to keep track of who's actually the forehand and the backhand in this side we're playing now.
Service over. 3, 5.
Also, some countries like to put a lot of pressure on the backhand side in men's doubles, and of course if there's a right hander and a left hander, then it's a little bit more difficult.
Well, I guess if ASTRUP doesn't get you, RASMUSSEN will.
6, 3.
Absolutely full-blooded again from the right-handed member of the partnership.
Good service return by NAMDASH.
Service over.
Quickly Got it below the tape.
Solo, 7, full. Quick, while coming. Back on foot. Play.
Well played.
Yeah, they saw Rasmussen coming, didn't they?
5,
They did.
7.
Look how short the third shot was from the Thai pair there. It was only mid-court. The Danes are a little bit better at the moment in the service situation, in my opinion. I could hear Kim ASTRUP shouting cross before he was hitting that smash, but it wasn't enough for the Danes.
6, 8.
Here he shouted cross.
Pretty long rally, out of context with much of this match.
Yeah.
And that was the bite a bit. Excellent from Namde there. That's got to be so frustrating. Frustrating for the coach as well. To work so hard to get themselves back into this and then just give away a point with a dumping the serve in the net. Easy to say from here, but tight first game and those kind of errors can be the difference in the end sometimes.
Fantastic rally, well played by ISRIYANET and Namde. So quick on the follow-ups in the attacking phase.
Really has been nip and tuck in this second game so far. Last point before the mid-game interval. And they will have the advantage of ties, albeit a narrow one, as they go for that break.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds. Go to the computer. Eleven, 10. Please.
Maximum power again from Rasmussen.
11, all.
Yeah, I think ever since I said I felt the Danes had the upper hand in the service situation at 8-5, it's been actually the opposite, that they've played with too much pace, and ISRIYANET and NAMDASH, they've made some really good third and fourth shots. So interesting to see if the Danes can retake the command of that service situation. Not committed enough there, Rasmussen. He was hitting, but his body was basically on its way backwards.
Solo, 13, 12.
Again from, well, mid-court.
And it's the that one where he plays towards the back court, NAMDASH, that does the damage to the Danes, because they've moved forward, they've come close to the net, which they need to do in order to get the control of the rallies. So the medicine for ISRIYANET and NAMDASH is to just lift it over them once in a while when they have a chance to play flat.
Well, at the moment, it's almost alternate points.
that's the way to do it for the Danes. They can kill the attack on ISRIYANET and NAMDASH when playing the far side of the court. Unless the Thai pair try to lift long all the time. It's not going to work in here.
I think they have been the more clinical pair in terms of taking their opportunities, the Danes, and their defence has been pretty good as well. And all that means they've carved out a 3-point lead here at an important moment in the second game.
Yeah, this could be the decisive move. Now a 4-point cushion from down. Oh, sorry, from up 13-12, but it was 13-all. Scored 5 consecutive points. I don't think ISRIYANET and NAMDASH is coming back from this now.
It's long.
Service over. 14-18. Wait.
Well put away.
Service over.
ASTRUP's been pretty good today.
14.
Backhand into the net means 6 match points for the Danes.
14. Service over. 15-20.
That'll do it, 21-15 in the second game. And in the end, maybe a scoreline that perhaps flatters them a touch. The Thais maybe slightly below their best, but they still made the Danes work for it. In the end, though, I think a deserved victory for the top seeds, Steve.
Yeah. They were really focused after the interval in the second game, the Danes, and I think
RASMUSSEN.
were the better pair tactically and also in the defense, as you said, Trevor.
Og et krydsmatch der til sidst. Fed sejr, fed sejr, fed sejr. Dejligt. Dejligt også i 2 sæt. Ja. Og spille efter 11 i byggen.
So confirmation of the final score, 21-18, 21-15 in 38 minutes on court. Still 3 more matches for you to enjoy, and Steve will be back with you in a couple of minutes.